I'm back. Sorry.
Not the whole Jehovah.
Who's Jehovah?
Jojo the Hobo.
Maria Telela, guys. Yo.
I'm not here to start a fight, but I will gather.
I'm having an event, actually, with the ladies.
Good day, and let's go straight into the conversation of Real Housewives of Durban season 4. The cast of Real Housewives of Durban are the GOATs. They will always make us want to stay glued and watch more episodes of this season. And you know that, I don't even know, I think I should just go straight into it and stop all of this IP about Real Housewives of Durban. But Real Housewives of Durban is good, and I'm very happy that the show is back to our screen. So let us just go straight into the conversation proper. But I'm supposed to start with tagline, discussing taglines and how I feel like about the taglines, because it's a new season and it's only good we do so. But I had made a separate video where I discussed that tagline and give my opinion and so whatever I have to say about the tagline. So it's a separate video. I don't want to make so long videos. But so let us just go straight into the show proper. And the very first thing we got to see is the returning cast. The returning cast, you know what's about Real Housewives of Durban? They don't waste time to give us a show. They always go straight into the show proper. It's not like we have 2 episodes, nothing is happening, or we have an episode and nothing is happening. The ladies of the Real Housewives of Lagos, I say Real Housewives of Lagos, the ladies of the Real Housewives of Durban will always give it to us as the day on. So the first thing was they introduced the returning cast, and the introduction was not like a long introduction, just them telling us what they've been up to and all of that. And I like how it is very multi-dimensional, if that best describe it. It's like we are seeing Nonku and not so much of Nonku, we are seeing Jojo and all of that. So Sorisha is just like, I'm still the fantabulous me. There's not so much of difference. Then we got the hints that Slee had relocated to a new place. And I'm happy for her. She'll stop being Nonku's neighbor. Yes. So then for Sorisha, okay, she's just still being that fantabulous Sorisha we've always seen on this show. Then Slee had gotten a new apartment. Then Jojo is still living her life the way she has always have it. Then Nonku keep telling us, I'm a new person. Like, that come across to me as a lie. Nonku can never change. Nonku from season 1 to 3, then season 4, not want to change. Nonku, please stop telling us this. That's what they call lie. Right? Don't tell us you're a new person. We know you. We know you. And I saw tweets where people were like, Nonku will always claim a new person every season, but at the end of the season or at the end of the show, you get to see Nonku for who she is, for her element, and that Nonku being the messy cast of the show. And I love it for her anyway. So that's that. So the then for Maria, we saw Maria and she had that conversation about her lips haven't been, is it deflated or whatsoever. So her lips is better and she looks so beautiful. This new look, I was like, who advised this woman to go and do whatever she did to her lips prior? Well, she is stunning, beautiful, looking good. I love this new look. Like, I love it for her. So I think from time to time, I will always have to look at my notebook or where I've written some things I need to discuss, because I'm so serious with this season of Real Housewives of Durban. So the very first thing we have is the Slee and Sorisha. So after all the introduction and the fact that they've given us hints of what is happening in the life of this cast, the electronic cast. So we got to see Slee and Sorisha in up. And you know, from last season, it was obvious that the friendship dynamics like is defined in the group. We have the Slee and Sorisha friendship, then the Jojo and Nonku. Then I think Maria found herself in low way, like she's just in between, but she's cool with Sorisha and Slee. So Slee and Sorisha met, and Slee's new apartment is stunning. I love everything about it. And I just love how Slee and Sorisha have this their wonderful relationship. And when Sorisha met Slee, I got to be in my mind, like I got that reaction, or I had that feeling that Slee is just so beautiful. What am I saying this? I could remember that from last season, Slee was on short hair. She had that short hair. But this season, she's got braided hair and they are long. You know, Slee is just all shades of beauty. Nothing more, nothing less. She is 10 over 10 minus nothing. And that's on period. I think I'm being too dramatic this season, but I think that is what I'm giving this season. I need to give what I let me be quiet. So moving on to the next thing was Jojo and Nonku, and they went shopping. Then we have is it the Nonku or the JOKO? Yes, I think it's JOKO team friendship and all of that. I kind of find their friendship very irritating from last season. Yes, I can tell you for a fact that I'm one of those person that is always rooting for Jojo and Nonku to clash, and when they clash, you will not see Jojo getting the bronze or getting to see Nonku. You know, we had like Nonku was the season's villain, and I feel like everybody or a good number of person really disliked Nonku for how she played out with Slee last season. So we're thinking just the way it would be in our head that Slee and Nonku and Jojo will fall apart or they'll fall out one time and everything will turn out as far as whatever. But their friendship keeps standing strong against all the hate that people like me have against their friendship. But I think this season, the friendship is giving. I hope I'll be able to go and see stunning or beautiful or see the good of this friendship as the season proceeds or goes on. So I actually love how they are that they are wonderful mates. And he discussed Maria. So what is the meat with the Real Housewives? What is the meat of the Real Housewives without a gossip? They must spill a tea. Yes, they call it a tea. We don't call it gossip over here. It's a tea. So they discussed what's her name, Maria, and a new gusband, which is known as Nael or Natel, or I can't remember the name. But it's actually very interesting that they had a conversation, and we all know that they are still very mad at Maria from last season, and we could remember that Jojo and Maria fell out from last season. So they discuss how they feel, how they feel about the new gusband, and they feel like he's like a replacement to former friend whom is Roam. So and that's what I feel like. Then we also got to see Maria and the new gusband discussing, and the guy was of the view that it feels like it's a replacement to Rowan and all of that, but Maria was giving him assurance that, I know you're fabulous, you're way different, like this and that. For me, I actually love their friendship. I'm looking forward to how things would be like when this guy actually meets with the other cast and just see how the dynamic would be. I actually love the friendship. I'm looking forward to it. Then after this, we had the introduction of the new cast, Zama. One thing about Zama is the fact that this woman is mature. I sincerely see her as a very mature and very smart woman. So she's a radio presenter and a lot more. She's a radio presenter. Maybe that's the only thing I can remember. She's into the media. But one thing I could sense from her expression and the way she reacted to something that happened this season, I just feel like, yeah, this woman is smart. She's old. She's not a young person. I'm not saying old. Like, she's a mature woman. I think that base is quite fast, and I really love. And she called off like, yes, I'm here for the good life. Like, she's here to give us drama, and she's not yet to slack behind or to just stay behind the drama of every other person. She's here to give it to us, and I really love her. So she met with Sorisha. She's met with Sorisha. So Zama was introduced to the show or to the friend group by Sorisha, and we just had the chit chat, and Sorisha discussed the plan to have an event where all of them, all the old cast and the newbies meet. Then aside that, away from that, we have Maria and Slee. So Maria and Slee meet, and Slee discussed a new clothing brand. I love how Slee is being very very entrepreneurial this season. You know, she's actually um building on that financially stretched narrative from last season, and she's like, yes, I'm gonna make money from that. So she's discussing how she's built and this and all of that this season, and she just wants to make a clothing line around that narrative. And they actually joked about the fact that they feel like she's broke from last season and all of that. And that was a very big conversation from last season where Nonku called her out and said, she's broke, blah, blah, blah. She does borrow and whatnot, which I really do not find as a very interesting thing. But I actually love the fact that she's making, or she plans to monetize or get revenue from this thing, people's with this narrative of being broke, which is like, okay, your narrative of being broke is now still an avenue to get more money. Isn't that smart? It's giving smart money woman. Yeah, so that is that. So the way they were able to introduce Angel to the friend group is via Maria. So Maria is the one who is friend to Zama, and that's the narrative they use. And she's into the clothing brand and all of that. She's into the clothing line. She's the youngest in the group. She's a 29-year-old influencer and an entrepreneur and fashion designer. Angels come across to me as a very strong personality person and someone who is ready to steer drama. Someone who is ready for the drama and who is ready to go. I won't say any length, but she's here for drama. And I think Real Housewives of Durban is the right place to be if you are a drama queen. And I'm so sure she's going to get all the drama she needs because the Real Housewives of Durban cars, they don't joke, so don't joke with them. So she was introduced to the group. She come across to me as very nice and a very interesting person to watch or to look forward. So then we were introduced to her. I think I've already discussed all of that. Then the party proper where all the cast meets. So the party, I actually love how Sorisha organized this and actually make it clear that yes, we have issues from last season, and I think it's just best we let go of it. And it's crazy how nobody is ready to let go. I love the fact that nobody come across to be like seeking forgiveness from one person and the other person is not ready to reciprocate that energy. So I think I love the theme of the party and the fact that everyone is coming to just, it's either we let go the drama from last season or we just move on from there. I love that. I love everything about the event. And I actually love how Sorisha was there being a good host. Like, she was really steering that conversation and she made these ladies talk. But I think a very big part of the party was the Zama and Angel's drama. That drama was a very interesting one. So the Angel and Zama drama, let's discuss it. You know, one thing about this drama is the fact that initially I was like, calling someone a kid come across to me as disrespectful. Yes, you might be young, or why do you just go around and just throw that word? Well, I now realize that before she called her a kid, Angel affirmed that she is a baby. So if you could call yourself a baby or you are very excited about the fact that you're the youngest in the group and you keep throwing that word, oh, the baby, the youngest, and all of that, you shouldn't be offended when other people call you a kid. If you had come across like, okay, this is me, I am Angel, blah, 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 you're not coming across to the group or you're not there calling yourself the baby of the group. It would have been a very different narrative. For the fact that you pushed that is it that identity of like the youngest to everyone on the group. Why should you be mad that you're being called a kid? Then there was this Sorisha confessionals where she was like, a baby goat can't see. Like, I was like, so Sorisha can be shady like this? Like, seriously, I think we are going to see a very different side of Sorisha this season, and I'm loving it for her. So I love how Zama reacted to it by not giving Sorisha, by not giving Angel that opportunity to just have drama. It was giving. I love how Zama reacted. It was like, yeah, I am mature and you won't be that person. I will give you that opportunity. I will give you that space. It was great. I love it. And, you know, sometimes our reaction to things actually does a lot. Like, it actually helps us a lot. So, what else again for the party? I think for the party, the need for forgiveness and all that, I love that to resolve first, and most of them do not see the need to probably seek forgiveness from the other person. And this their accountability narrative or the need for them to be accountable for whatsoever they have done wrong from last season. Now, all of them were just being diplomatic and they were looking for a way not to be accountable. I love that it was all of them being like that. Nobody find themselves in that position where they are being vulnerable or they are very open to seeking forgiveness or forgiving the other person, but the other person is forming I'm the boss. You know, I love that. It was like, okay, let us just move on from all of this. Yeah, I actually love the fact that Maria was very open with our conversation about how she plots with Jojo. I love that for her. Then what else again? I think that's that for this episode. This episode is quite interesting and I'm looking forward to a new episode. Bye for now.